And you ain't gotta come out here on this carpet and show your ass and titties. I really feel like we have lost our value. Women have lost our value.
What's coming?
Welcome to another episode of the That's Scary with Melanie P podcast. I'm your girl, Melanie P, and today it's Giving Hypocrite, y'all. I don't know if you guys are watching the What Was Said podcast. I'm going to insert the link right here. But we were speaking about Meg Thee Stallion's revealing outfit for the 2025 Oscars, and I am about to renege on everything that I said on that episode in a certain way. Now, Sherri Shepherd is having a lot of negative feedback, I guess, for her comment about some of our Oscar girlies' outfits, specifically Meg Thee Stallion. So let's get into this clip.
Oscars after party seemed to have an unwritten theme. It was just a lot of nudity, okay? Julia Fox wore a completely sheer dress that barely covered her cookie jar. Zoe Kravitz graced us with her butt crack. You could see everything. Megan Thee Stallion wore a dark green gown with only matching green pasties to cover up her breasts. And so this is where I have to put my auntie Sherri wig on. And I say this with all of the love that I have. Ladies, this is not it. And I say this because there are young women, young girls who are looking up to all of you. All of you.
Now let's talk about this. So on the What Was Said podcast, I was saying, and I'm going to insert that clip here, when it comes to Meg Thee Stallion, I'm going to always stand with her. Because I feel like when the black men, even when some of the black women should have stood beside her, they crucified her to the cross. When she had a hole bullet in her foot, they came for her mama died, all types of crazy things happened to her, and I feel like the black community let her down and crucified her. I will never go against Meg Thee Stallion because all these niggas out here did the baby Drake bitch ass who ain't even here no more. No, I'm always going to be with Meg Thee Stallion. I'm going to ride for Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion has had a lot of unlucky breaks, right? Got shot, lost her mom, just different things back to back. And as a black woman, it's Women's History Month, and I just feel like I just have to stand with Meg Thee Stallion. She is the leader of our Stallion community, and I just feel really bad for her. I feel like she kind of sometimes lacks the support when it comes to our people, especially our black men. She got a lot of negative feedback when it came to her getting a bullet in her foot, child. They was blaming her for that, which is diabolical. But I have to reference a conversation that I had with Grown Men Talking Mingo, which really has changed a lot of my perspectives on how I see certain things. So I have to shout out and applaud Auntie Sherri, child. I don't like calling black women auntie. It's something about that gives, slave. But I have to kind of shout out Sherri Shepherd. And the reason why is because this conversation that I had with Grown Men Talking. Now, I'm not going to get into depth, but one thing I think that is very important for us as a community, especially black women, mature, older black women, we need to speak to these younger women coming behind us and empower them and encourage them to, how can I say it? Encourage them to, respect themselves a little bit more and maybe cover up a little bit more. And I hate to say that because I'm all about, body, yada, yada, right? But I do feel like the pasties on the titties of Meg Thee Stallion was a bit much. And I even think that Sherri Shepherd, she mentioned Megan Fox, and she mentioned, I think, Kravitz, the Kravitz lady, but I really feel like as a black woman, as an older woman, she really was referencing Meg Thee Stallion, and she didn't want to single her out, right? The outfit was gorgeous. She looked amazing. Hair, face, card 8. But I have to applaud Sherri Shepherd for stepping into this auntie role and really coming to a young black girl and encouraging her to leave a little something for the imagination. Now, again, I'm still very young, whatever. And I can understand, you have a body, you want to show it, whatever. But I think one thing that we are getting away from is the mystery of sexuality, the mystery of what's under someone's clothes. And I feel like I have kind of fought back and forth with, femininity, feminist empowerment, like it's my body, I'll show what I want to show, whatever the case might be. But after having that really, really great conversation with Mingo, it's bigger than that. It's really, really bigger than that, especially in our community. What better person to hear this from than someone in an auntie role? I don't think this has anything to do with feminist or, cover up because, we're so scared of the men. I think it actually has to do with just valuing yourself and not coming and showing everything, putting it on the table. Because here's the thing. A lot of these men do not put value in women. And I know the feminists are going to get at me and be like, oh, well, we don't do it for a man. We don't do it for a man, whatever. At the end of the day, I feel like most people's goal is to have the white picket fence, have the beautiful family, ride off into the sunset, right? And I think that there is a very blurry line between being a feminist and having, women empowerment versus just coming out here showing your ass and titties. I really feel like there's a thin line. And there used to be a time when you wanted to keep these things to the imagination. Like at the end of the day, these men are not going to respect you. They're not going to respect your body. They're not going to respect your value when you are putting it all out there. And it's really given that you don't really respect yourself. And she made a good point. Even when it came to Kanye West's wife, even when it came to Meg Thee Stallion, these women honestly do not look fully comfortable being nude, damn near nude on the red carpet. Here's the thing, value. If you value something, you're not going to just give it away for free. And I really feel like with these women, specifically our Black women, now again, people say that Little Kim did this, right? Back in the 90s or whatever. And that's cool. Little Kim appeared to have a natural body, which I think Meg Thee Stallion does have as well. But now it's just gone too far. When Little Kim did it, it was an isolated incident. It wasn't everybody on the red carpet looking nude. Now, everywhere you turn, somebody got their breast out, their ass out. I just don't understand showing your ass crack the way the Kravitz girl did. It doesn't look classy. It doesn't look tasteful. And you can look sexy without showing all your body parts. It's just really weird to me. And I really, really have to show my props to Sherri Shepherd for standing into that auntie role and being a voice, being that mom voice. Because again, Meg Thee Stallion her mom is not here. Her dad is not here. And I really feel like when it comes to Meg Thee Stallion, I get the impression, especially based off her most recent documentary, that she might not necessarily have the best team around her. Her best friend did her in, her man did her in, her other man did her in. Like, she has just really truly had a horrible trend of bad luck, especially with the Drake, with the baby, all these like lame men who want to throw a woman under the bus. It's really giving feminine energy. But I feel like I do want to stand with her. And that really was my sentiments on the other podcast. But then when I sat back and I thought about it and I actually heard Sherri Shepherd and what she said, I truly commend her for being that grandma, that auntie voice in, these young girls' head and saying, you ain't got to come out here on this carpet and show your ass and titties. Like, you don't even look comfortable doing it. I really feel like we have lost our value. Women have lost our value. And I don't fuck the feminists. I don't really care about that shit because it's just so stupid. I have to say, that damn conversation, and I know you listening, child, with Mingo and grown men talking, it's really made me just look at things so differently, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of common goals. It's a lot of goals that we have in the Black community that we're not able to reach because we're so divided, and we have strayed so far away from respects and morals and character and keeping some shit to the imagination. You know what I'm saying? We had Josephine Baker, we had Dorothy Dandruff, we had, what's the lady name? Foxy Brown, that played Foxy Brown. Like, you had those sex symbols that would show a little something, but even they kept it quite demure most of the time. So now we've just gone too far. I think stepping out of like this traditional this traditional lane and going so far into the feminist lane has really been a detriment to the Black community. Because I feel like I said, you know, we've lost value in ourselves, which has trickled down to these men who do not have value in us. And now we got the feminists, we got the men who don't respect us, and it's just bumping heads. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm here for Sherri Shepherd. I'm not here for the Sherri Shepherd show, to be honest with you. Please bring Wendy Williams back. Please, please, please. But I'm here for Black older women speaking to these young girls and momming them, you know, mothering them. You know, Sherri Shepherd, like some of these older Black women are out here trying to compete with the young Black women, because we got to talk about it. A lot of these grandmas, they're not grandmaing anymore. They're out there dating and dressing like thoughts with the best of us. So I really have to respect Sherri Shepherd standing in that traditional space of older women speaking life and speaking just speaking some good information into these younger women. And I know that Meg Thee Stallion is probably going to and has listened to what she said. I think that she was just following the trend. Now, if Bianca Censori and what's her name, all of Kanye's exes, if they want to be out there naked, have at it. We don't really care what y'all out there doing. But as far as the Meg Thee Stallions and us, we don't have to do what they do, period, point blank. And it's Women's History Month, so let's keep it a little bit demure. Let's kind of go more to the morals and values, and you can dress and be covered and still give body and still leave something to the imagination. You know what's funny? I have always been a fitted jean girl. Like, I've always been a fitted jean girl. And in the most recent months, I have been wearing these wide leg pants, and it feels very interesting. It feels interesting, but you know, I'm growing up, I'm maturing, so I don't really have to wear these fitted skinny jeans. Like, I'm not a skinny jean girl anymore. I will still wear it, but I just feel like at some point you have to elevate, and you can look sexy as hell in a pair of wide leg jeans and a cute little shirt and keep something for the imagination. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts below, and I will see you in the next episode.